Kaley Cuoco, the actress who brought Penny to life on The Big Bang Theory, was once one of the most cheerful, energetic, and beloved faces on television. For 12 remarkable seasons, fans watched her transform from a struggling waitress with big dreams into one of the most iconic characters in sitcom history. But while the world laughed with Penny, Kaley herself was living through struggles far more painful, private, and heartbreaking than her fans ever imagined. Today, her life looks nothing like the glamorous Hollywood dream the world believed she had. Because behind the success, she endured years of emotional storms, personal loss, and battles that changed her forever. During the early years of The Big Bang Theory, Kaley seemed unstoppable. The fame, the recognition, the awards, everything appeared to be falling perfectly into place. But as she now admits, the pressure of fame came with a heavy emotional cost. Constant media scrutiny, demanding work schedules, and the lack of privacy pushed her to a breaking point. She spent years hiding her pain behind a bright smile, trying to convince the world, and herself, that everything was fine, even when her personal life was quietly falling apart behind closed doors. One of the most heartbreaking chapters of Kaley's life was her struggle with relationships that crumbled under the weight of fame. Her marriage fell apart, leaving her emotionally shattered and desperately trying to rebuild her life. She described those days as some of the darkest she had ever lived through, days filled with loneliness, confusion, and the fear that she might never find stability again. Even while filming the show, she often found herself fighting back tears between takes, hoping no one would notice how deeply she was hurting. As The Big Bang Theory neared its end, Kaley faced another emotional collapse. Saying goodbye to the character who defined more than a decade of her life wasn't just difficult, it was devastating. Penny wasn't just a role. She was a part of Kaley's identity, her growth, her journey, her memories. Walking away from the show felt like losing a piece of herself. She admitted that when the final episode wrapped, she cried for days, unsure of what her life would look like without the routine, the cast, the family she had built on set. But the biggest heartbreak came with her struggle with physical pain. Years of doing her own stunts, long shooting schedules, and demanding work left her with injuries that continue to affect her life today. She went through surgeries, physical therapy, and recovery periods that were emotionally draining. She once said she felt broken, physically and mentally, unsure if she would ever fully heal. And yet, even through all this suffering, Kaley kept pushing forward. She worked on new projects, tried to rebuild her personal life, and attempted to rediscover happiness. But the truth is clear: the cheerful girl from The Big Bang Theory has carried wounds that the world rarely sees. Life changed her. Pain matured her. Loss humbled her. And the woman fans see today is not the carefree Penny they remember. She is stronger, wiser, but also marked by the heartbreaks she survived. Her story is a reminder that even the brightest stars often shine through the darkest struggles. Kaley Cuoco's journey is powerful, emotional, and deeply human, far more heartbreaking than anyone ever expected.